So in this model, we discussed about the greenhouse effect. So Earth is to be acted as a greenhouse. Okay. So how in naturally Earth is acted as a greenhouse due to the presence of greenhouse gases. Some of the gases will discuss in the next slides. Some of the gases presented in the Earth atmosphere, it automatically the total heat radiation is to be absorbed by the particular greenhouse gases, and whenever it will be re-emit to the earth. Okay, it should make the globe is to be a well formations by the greenhouse gases. So in this model we will discuss about the detail about the greenhouse effect. So let us discuss here about the introductions of our greenhouse effect, explanations about the greenhouse effect, effect of greenhouse effect, and then finally summary. Okay. So in this slides we define the greenhouse effect in one particular formation. So in this diagram shows that the sun rays will be passed through the atmosphere. The atmosphere is to be classified into different categories. With difference depends upon the density of air molecules. That is called a stratosphere up to the 10 kilometer from the equatorial regions. Above that 5 kilometer, that is called a troposphere. Above 15 kilometer above, this is called ionosphere. Commonly, this is called ionosphere. Okay, so in this ionosphere regions, the gas, the radiation is come out, and some of the rays is like dropping. This is called a this is called a solar greenhouse gases like water, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide and ozone. So these gases are acted as a blanket due to filtering of the IR rays and other longer wavelength sites, Okay, and it should be filtered all the ways. That's a harmful is to be reduced, and the small type of there's a small harmless radiations is come into the atmosphere. Okay. Oh, right. In this way, we can define for this definitions of greenhouse effect is called the heating up of Earth atmosphere due to infrared rays, which are reflected from the Earth's surface by the carbon dioxide layer in the atmosphere is called greenhouse effect. Especially carbon dioxide level is maintained as 0.2%. In that 0.2% is the optimum level to maintaining the greenhouse effect. Maintaining the greenhouse effect inside the Earth. So we have to the due to the pollution control, due to the pollution effect regarding using the automobiles and due to industrialization, the urbanization, the CO2 level is going to increase. It's automatically we come across the global warming. Okay, like certain cases like atmosphere absorb the solar radiant energy, in that day session and re-emit the heat back to the earth. These gases are which are capable of absorbing. These gases are mainly capable of absorbing and re-emitting the heat radiations called the greenhouse gases. For example, is water, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. These are the five types of very primary gases present inside the earth. They have maintaining earth is to be acted as a greenhouse. Okay. So in that slides, we will discuss about the explanations about the greenhouse effect. Automatically, Earth re-radiate some fraction of visible light as a long wavelength infrared rays. Okay, it automatically all the rays it come into the Earth surfaces and re-emit to the Earth. In that, if suppose the re-emitting into the Earth, there is some fraction of heat is going to increases. The greenhouse acts like a blanket and drops these infrared rays. Okay, is absolutely we know that the blanket is all gases, especially for carbon dioxide, is a blanket to rectifying the to capturing the IR rays in the atmosphere. This fraction of heat provides the global warming in addition to the sun's direct heat. Okay, so that automatically the fraction of heat should be inducing that the total radiations inside the atmosphere. It's like a global warming problem has been arised without any greenhouse gases. If suppose without the absence of all greenhouse gases, the atmosphere average temperature is very cold, around minus 18 degrees Celsius. Even day session and night session, we can getting average values minus 18 degrees Celsius. We cannot imagine that. Today, greenhouse gases re-radiate sufficient heat break back to the earth to give an average global temperature is plus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, plus 15 degrees Celsius is global average temperature nowadays. In future, if the concentration of greenhouse gases is increased, okay, so if the concentration of greenhouse gases, especially for carbon dioxide level, is going to increase, that will be additional global warming. It is therefore necessary to keep the present level of greenhouse gases to avoid the changes in climate. So all scientists and atmospheric scientists try to maintaining that the concentration of that particular gases, the greenhouse gases, is should be in optimum places. It cannot be increased that concentration of that gases, especially for carbon dioxide. It automatically that may be that induce the global warming problem. So in this diagram shows that without the presence of that greenhouse gases, the morning and all the places is going to be a tried the situations, and even in the there will be a snow will be formed in that seas. It automatically there will be aquatic life has been going to risk on that situations on that situations. Okay. So, effect of greenhouse effect. What is an effect of greenhouse effect? Due to melting of polar ice caps. If suppose the greenhouse effect is not to be maintained, it should, due to melting of polar ice caps. The polar ice caps is going to be melted. There will be a high temperature in the morning, so it should be a melting of polar ice caps. But therefore, low-lying coastal regions will submerge. So automatically, the land is going to be covered with seas. Okay, covered with the seas. So more sunlight will be absorbed to the earth, which may be contribute to the global warming. But therefore, more sunlight is to be absorbed, which will be a contribute to the global warming. There will be an increase in total rainfall in the equatorial regions. So some of the occasions has been meet today's situations. There will be so much of the problems, global warming problems has been arising due to the entire world because of this effect. So that the total rainfall, total rainfall is going to be very high. In the present, snow regions will have less snow in winter, less snow in winter and hotter in summer. But therefore, it will be affecting the total vegetations may be go dry. Okay, but without vegetations, we cannot survive inside the earth. Finally, summary of this greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is nothing but the earth is to be acted as a protecting as a greenhouse. It should have the sum of gases should be presented in like a water, nitrous oxide, methane, as well as carbon dioxide and the ozone. It should be acted as a blanket in that stratosphere regions. They go to the filtering, they are absorbing that infrared rays and re-emit to the earth whichever we want to the earth in that night sessions. Okay, so it automatically that maintaining that particular temperature inside the stratosphere regions. It may be in greenhouse. Otherwise, if the concentration of the greenhouse gases is going to be increases, it automatically there may be a the reflection of retarded the reflection of the temperature is going to be increases. Due to increasing of the temperature in that atmosphere, this cause a global warming problem has been arised. Okay, so just you have to maintaining our responsibility to maintaining the greenhouse effect is greenhouse gases is in particular concentrations. So we cannot increasing that the concentration of CO2 level by reducing that uses of vehicles as well as unwanted things like as well as global urbanization as well as a global urbanization as well as the industrialization. Due to increasing of the industrialization, So these are the things that they have to make to be the global warming problem inside the earth. Okay, so there have the so many number of problems has been arises due to the absence of the greenhouse effect, absence of greenhouse gases inside the earth. Okay, so with this I conclude my talk. Thank you very much.